Hi, Dr. Francis Yu here. Welcome to the MBTI for Physicians series. In particular, the sub-series on answering misconceptions and misinformation. I've been collecting thoughts and experiences from physicians about the MBTI, and this is part of the series. So let's look at the next series of questions here. So, I lump some of these together just because they're very common comments. So I struggle with the intra testee reliability of the results, and also that's exactly why MBTI is discussed for many years and so vehemently for lack of intra testee reliability. Yes, so number one, I agree. And number two, let me describe what is being meant by intra-testee reliability. But before that, the big misconception is the MBTI is a test. It was never meant to conclusively determine and tell you what your type is. It merely is supposed to help you spark your internal discussion, help you find your actual type. So, intra-testee reliability would mean if, let's say, I took the MBTI multiple times, different ages, different places, I may get a different result. In fact, I probably will get a different result. Or to make it more correctly, it's very common to get different results depending on when you took it, where you took it, etc. And in that sense, yes, it is and has a very significant intra-testee reliability because in this kind of thing, it's very helpful to have you want your result to be reliable. In my other video, I discussed the actual steps on how you actually find your type. Actually, the actual MBTI questionnaire, answering those, is actually one part of the three parts of finding your type. So the first part is to actually take the MBTI, the questionnaire. The official one is actually quite long. It's actually quite involved. And it's sent to you by a certified practitioner. The second step is to listen to the full presentation with all the background and determine your type based on the philosophy and theory of the MBTI. And third, you look at your result from the MBTI as well as what you found your type to be based on the presentation, and then you compare and contrast the two, and then you're supposed to, based on that result, determine what your best fit type is by reading the digital or written descriptions in this booklet, the Introduction to Myers-Briggs Type. And if you sign up for the actual typing, you get a copy of this. So, in that sense, I agree the intra-testee reliability is suboptimal. But honestly, I don't care. To me, it's completely irrelevant. Well, not completely irrelevant. It is such a small component of the steps to finding your type. So the last misconception I want to say is that people take the MBTI multiple times. Don't do that. Take the MBTI definitely once. Honestly, I actually don't even think you need to actually take the questionnaire, but that's maybe controversial, and I don't want people coming after me here. But in the end, it actually has to do with figuring out and being aware of your preferences. The MBTI questionnaire is just supposed to help you find where to start. So that may be a little bit different from what you thought the MBTI was about, but that's what this series is about, to tell you all the misconceptions out there. And once you get past this whole, oh, my result was different this time to this time, just get past that. That's like the least of your worries. The more important part is finding out what your type may be and learning and once you actually know what your real type is, which actually, even if you don't actually know what your real type is, there's plenty of ways to learn about yourself and other people, and using that for personal development and wellness as well. So hopefully this realign your thoughts on MBTI a little bit as I continue to answer these misconceptions. Now, these are questions and comments I got from physicians. So as I like to focus on the MBTI for physicians and physician personal development and wellness, hopefully this kind of reframes the paradigm what MBTI is about. And thank you for listening. And if you want more, subscribe so that you get more videos on physician personal development, self-awareness, Myers-Briggs Type Indicator, Enneagram, all these things I'm going to be talking about. All right, catch you next time.